Oh, boys, I'm not even ready. The headphones aren't even on. But my pants are. I don't actually, I was talking to my friend the other day. I actually don't really own pants. I didn't really realize that. I had a pair of pants like 3 months ago, and then I went on holiday and I realized I don't fit them, so I threw them out. And now I just have shorts now. So I hope that I can keep making YouTube videos for the time being, because that means I don't have to leave the house, and therefore I don't need to buy fucking pants, boys. So thank you for, watching these weird videos. Anyways, here's finally some more off-meta stuff for you boys that's different from the ladder updates and all of that. And firstly, I apologize I haven't got to this. I've been so busy with work. I got super sick for a week, and then I also tried to plan leave, and then just illnesses and trash stuff. But something I have been playing with, which has been kind of fun. I'm undecided on what my final build is going to be for this, but this is the Leap Attack Barbarian. Now, what I thought would be really cool is how high can we push Leap Attack? Yeah? Because we know it is super restricted in terms of attack speed. We are so restricted in attacks. Now, when we're leaping on the spot, it is faster. When we are attacking at the end of each animation, like that, it is even slower. So the attacks are probably just under 1 APS per second, mixing and matching with what weapons you're doing. If you're using two one-handers, it is going to be a little bit faster than if you're going to use something with a two-hander. Okay, cool. Attacks per second is going to be very restricted with Leap Attack, so what can we do to try and make this more viable? And I went through the following options, and I found it to be quite fun, and I think you guys will enjoy some of these ideas. Now, I went for some of the highest level Leap Attack that you've probably ever seen. 45. So if I buff myself up, I can get to 46. Yes, I can bump Leap Attack even higher to over 50, but then I would be losing more valuable bits of gear that I need to actually make this function, which I'll show in a second. Now, for Leap Attack, the only way we can increase the AoE damage when we land is by plus skills to Leap Attack directly. So if you guys have been following my Cinnabar builds, it is very similar to Warcry itself. So I do have Warcry on Q, so I can show you what that looks like here. And then I can show you Leap Attack. Look at the similarities on both of these. Basically the same. And they function basically the same. So I've been treating it as if I'm making a single target Leap Attack elite sniping build with basically a free fucking Warcry every single time we jump. That's the way I've been looking at it. Now, looking at the damage, it is pretty decent. Leap Attack AoE damage at 46 gives us 3,780 physical damage. Now, that is flat spell damage. It is exactly the same as physical tornadoes. It is the same as Warcry. If you're familiar with that, it is the same functionally. Okay? So, that means if we decrepify or if we amp damage, it is going to increase that damage of that AoE, that spell. Okay? That is going to do extra damage. What else is awesome about Leap Attack? Attacking with Leap Attack, you have amazing attack rating. With the two weapons we have currently, we have Unbending Will, which is the most plus skills and decent physical damage that we can get. That gives us 12,000 attack rating, which is crazy. So I'd like to show you that first. I'm going to quickly, here's the stats, whatever. It's not important going into some of those. But the bits of gear I've chosen is more physical damage base with good lifesteal, but decent damage and plus skills to get our Leap Attack up. So I've got dual Unbending Wills for this. Great base for Colossus Blade, decent speed, really good base damage, great stats across the board. It does have quite a variety, quite a wide range, of enhanced damage rolls, and I guess it's not the best rune word in the world, but the skills are there, and I'm happy with that. Ariat's Face just makes sense. You boys probably saw this from a mile away. You've got +4 to Leap Attack, and then everything that we want. More attack rating, more lifesteal. The high lifesteal with the Leap Attack build is fucking vital. I gotta tell you that, boys, because we cannot attack fast. So every attack that we hit, we need to make sure that it not only lands with high attack rating, but we need to make sure that that hit that lands is fucking worth the time and effort. So we need to be getting life back, okay? So Ariat's face, nothing is really going to surpass that. For the amulet, I just have this for the time being. 2 skills, res, little bits and bobs. Fortitude, higher physical damage, so we can hit with our leap attack. Sorry, my mercenary is just going hundies over there. Laying of Hands. ED damage to demons, you boys know this functions virtually the same as your flat ED from Fortitude, but only towards targeted damage to demons, okay? Rings, I've got attack rating, mana, and lifesteal. That one's for you, Scott. Okay, you love that, Scott Smith, you dirty shitter. We've got Arachnid Mesh for another +1, and then we have Gore Riders over here. Okay, I'm going to go through and show you a little bit of action with these, and then I want to switch up setup and talk about a few different ideas. I want you to keep an eye on the AoE from this spell. Hopping over here, all those maggots in one go. Brilliant. I want to hop over to a... Oh, here's an elite back. We might as well go for that. I'm going to go over to a tombs, because there's lots of small mobs over there. What I'm aiming for this to kind of function as is leap attack to elite snipe, and then by the time you've killed the main mob, everything else has been killed, or basically nearly killed, by your AoE from leap attack. And again, my single target damage on leap attack here is 7,400. My AoE is about half at 3,780. It's pretty significant. Same over here. I want to kill some of these small boys. Ignore that physical immune. Who cares, boys? No, he's got mana steal. Yes, here we go. Scabbies. I know it's very slow and very tedious. Not many people are going to play with this sort of build, and that's why I haven't for a long time. But all wee boys, it is quite fun. Now, I'm going to piss off home, and I want to talk about another option, which I have been messing with. Now, you might have noticed in my skills, if I mixed over it, I have Axe Mastery maxed out. That is because, on Switch, boys, I have been playing with the following. An Eth Executioner's Justice. I fucking love this weapon. Recently, on ladder, I found an ethereal one, which I might end up zodding for no reason. But I've always loved this weapon. If you guys have been following for a while, I did actually make a... I think I made a Zeal build a while ago with an Executioner's Justice. I think it is very overlooked, and I'm glad I found a build that I can slot it into, because I love finding a use for some weird little quirky unique. Now, this, using a two-handed, significantly bumps up our single target damage. If we look here on the left side, boys, you've got 7,400 up to 18k. So our single target is reducing in attacks per second. It's going to be slower, obviously, but we're going to hit like a fucking freight train. Now, when we kill a little shitty mob, okay, 50% chance we're going to get level 60 Crepify when we kill one of those boys, okay? Very, very important. So when we're going to change the way we approach to targeting packs with this weapon, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Lost City. I'm going to leap attack, kill a trash mob first to try and proc Decrepify on the elite pack, then continue with elite sniping. Okay? Single target is significantly higher. Attack rating is still amazing at 12,402. Now, I don't think I can jump over that gap, so let's see if we can find something else. Here we go. Let's walk some of these little boys together. I realise I don't have Cannot Be Frozen on my build, so that's a little bit cringe. Okay, don't at me. Minions are still high health, but we do have our Decrepify here, and then we can go straight for, boom, these boys. Cool. Second pack. We need to try and kill something with low HP. There is one done. There we go. Okay? So it's a little bit more technical in terms of setup. It's not an easy thing to kind of run around and just spam. We need to aim for something with low HP first, something that is just a small little shitty mob to decrep, then we can AoE everything else into fucking oblivion, boys. So let's hit this Tomb Creeper. We didn't proc it, it's a 50-50 coin flip. A little bit sag. There we go. There's another one. Let's AoE everything down to the ground. As you can see, the attack speed, there is a bit of a delay. I dream of a day where they make this more smoother in terms of resetting between leaps. But this is what we've got, and I'm pretty stoked with it. A question for you boys is I'm a little bit undecided on what sort of mercenary I think would best suit this build. I've been tossing and turning between two options. One being a fanaticism faith mercenary, just to increase your attack speed by a little bit and attack rating by a little bit. But the other alternative is just going for a might pride concentration mercenary, which is just going to bump up your single target damage even more. And I don't see how that could even be a bad option in any sense. I just wonder if there's maybe something that I'm overlooking. So if you guys have some ideas, something else you'd like me to see test on the Leap Attack Barbarian, let me know, because this could be something you can see from me more in the future. I feel like it is an underused, underutilized skill, and I feel like because the skill itself is restricted significantly by attacks per second, I feel like there is opportunity to utilize more slower based two-handed weapons that can can fit that low ceiling, you know, of attack speed. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys are having a good week. I've been having a decent week. I love you. Say it back.